Life could have been different. Could have lived in Novosibirsk, studied at a school for visually impaired kids, used a cane to navigate, relied on loved ones for help. Never to travel, not to see the world, not to start your own business, not to move abroad, and certainly not to become a speaker at TEDx. Could have, but at some point in time, I decided that everything in my life would be different, just the way I choose. I was born blind. I have optic nerve atrophy. This is when nerve bundles that carry information from the eyes to the brain degenerate. After long and painful acupuncture procedures, doctors restored vision in the left eye to -6 with a narrowed field of vision. Unfortunately, I couldn't restore vision in my right eye. I simply don't use it. Glasses and lenses don't help at all. In the past, parents were informed that their child would never live a normal life, go to school, get higher education, or have a regular job. Most likely, you'll craft at the factory, and perhaps you'll have to help her take care of herself for the rest of your life. So they went ahead and labeled me from childhood. I was always afraid to show that something was wrong with me. I tried to appear normal as if it didn't exist. I'll go further and say that at home, I rehearsed the angle of turning my head in front of the mirror. I tried to choose an angle where my vision impairment would be least noticeable, something like this. This is the pose I would always strike when meeting new people and interacting with classmates. Despite everything, I went to a normal school and a normal university. Of course, studying was difficult. Even at the front desk, she constantly approached the board with her notebook and copied. In the evenings, she took lectures from classmates and spent the whole evening copying, trying to reconstruct the information missed during the lesson. And sports games were not for me either, simply because I could not see the ball. Every time I came to school, I felt stressed. Every time she searched for her classroom and her classmates, trying to recognize them by some bright spots, colors, or accessories. Sometimes I approached the wrong people. I was terribly shy and didn't accept my situation. Many teased and made fun. Nevertheless, she graduated from school with honors and university with a red diploma. But I always dreamed of something more. So when I saw information during my third year of university about the work and travel program, which offered students the opportunity to go to France for the summer, work, and explore the country, I thought, I want to. It was frightening even to contemplate how I could venture overseas by myself and be employed there, but I genuinely desired to take a chance on it. I put in all my efforts and completed the program. It wasn't easy for me. When I arrived in Paris, I worked at a restaurant. I didn't see the menu, didn't see people's faces. Very often, restaurant customers expressed dissatisfaction and irritation. I tried to hide my situation from the manager because I was afraid he would fire me. So without any physical or financial resources, even though I borrowed money from acquaintances in secret to pay for the program, I prayed that I would be able to complete the program and repay the money. I was able to visit and spend a total of 3 months in Paris. The first dream came true, and I thought, what if it is possible to have more? I studied at the tourism faculty, so in my 4th year, I started working as an assistant manager at a tourist company. She sat 10 centimeters from the computer, constantly felt embarrassed in front of clients and directors, made numerous typos and mistakes. In general, it was a highly uncomfortable experience. I had a strong desire to alter my narrative, to liberate myself from this perception, to relocate and commence anew. Mostly, I used to send tourists to Dubai, and one day the thought crossed my mind, what if someday I could move to Dubai to live and work there? The idea seemed wild, as I didn't even know English, could only count to 10, no more. It's one thing to go for 3 months as a student, and another to live permanently and work in another country. After some time, I came across information that there would soon be a tourism exhibition in our city, with representatives from historical companies from various countries attending, including 3 companies from Dubai. I felt that this was my chance. I wrote letters to all 3 companies and told them that we are a hosting company in Novosibirsk, and if needed, we can offer any support in our region, book hotels, provide transfers, guides. In 2 companies, no one responded, but in the 3rd company, my proposal was timely. They were seeking a company to help organize a trip to Novosibirsk. On the first day of the exhibition, I approached their booth and asked, "So tell me, what do you desire from our region? Why did you come here?" And they replied, "It's very important for us to find new contacts, sign contracts with local tour operators, and acquire new clients." I stated okay, and the following day I approached them and provided a comprehensive market research analysis. I have outlined which companies presently send tourists to the United Arab Emirates, who to approach initially, and what precisely to offer in order to secure a contract with them, as well as which companies to avoid. They were shocked because that's exactly why they came to the exhibition, and a month later, they invited me to work with them in the Emirates. I was overjoyed. My goodness, without any opportunities, neither financial nor knowledge of the English language, nor physical abilities, I managed to get a job abroad, in the city of my dreams, in Dubai. My second dream has come true. I'm 32. For the past 10 years, I've lived in Dubai, traveled half the world, visited about 45 countries, many of them multiple times. I am the owner of 2 successful businesses, have found an incredible number of friends, met many wonderful people, and I'm very, very happy. But even in Dubai, my journey wasn't straightforward from the start. After arriving at the tourist company that hired me, I soon realized that the company's director was not very honest, and after a year, I left them. He was very concerned that I might take a client to the company with me, so he used his connections to ensure that I couldn't find a job in any tourist company in the United Arab Emirates. He said, well, now it's time for you to go home, and overall, with your vision, you won't achieve much in this country. At first, I was very scared. I thought, what should I do? Is this the end? Did I really fail at everything? But then I made the decision, no, I will not give up. I made the decision to find a job in a related field to the tourism agency field, and made the decision to work at a hotel. For hotel industry job positions like sales and marketing manager in Dubai, a driver's license and ability to drive a car were mandatory requirements. And what about a car? What about a driver's license? I can't see traffic lights. But I still decided to try and move forward. I sent my resume to all hotels in the Emirates. At that time, there were 915. No one responded initially. I sent it again and again, silence. But I so wanted to change everything in my life. I said, I won't give up. I will move forward. I will do everything to live the happiest life possible and fulfill all my dreams. I have sent my resume to all the hotels for the 3rd time, and this time I received a call from one of the hotels. I came for an interview, talked to the director, and he said, all right, I'm willing to give you a chance. If you are willing to work for a small wage, you can start tomorrow. And that is how I got what I wanted. I began working in the hotel industry. I got a job, but then the issue came up, how to work without a car. I got around by taxi and buses. The thing is, in Dubai, it's very hot in the summer, ranging from 38 to 45 degrees. A black suit, a white shirt that could be easily wrung out by the evening. I always carried a black umbrella made of thick fabric to shield my face from the blazing sun. On certain occasions, I pondered, why is it like that? Why is it so difficult and arduous? Why me? How could it be easier? Or maybe just give up and go back? But the desire to break free from one's limitations and fulfill all one's dreams was much stronger. And I kept going. I wiped my face with a wet wipe and continued on to meet with clients. Over time, these inconveniences led me to seek new opportunities. I wanted things to be the same, but much easier. I began searching for ways to make money. Initially, I taught Russian as a foreign language alongside my primary job, worked as a copywriter, then started providing tourist services to my acquaintances due to my expertise in Dubai. And over time, I was able to generate additional income, which gradually surpassed my main salary. Thus, the challenges that lay before me were instrumental in helping me discover new opportunities. I've noticed that I find it easiest to build relationships with people. It's thanks to this skill that I was able to move to Dubai. It was because of this that I was able to locate my employment at the hotel, and I made the decision to concentrate on this. One of my acquaintances was planning to start his own tourism company. I already had my own clients, reputation, and a good name in Dubai, so we decided to give it a try together. So I left my job and we opened our first travel company. When the pandemic hit, our business, which was just starting to pick up, almost completely collapsed, leaving us without income. Many at this moment gave up and left for Dubai because the expenses in this city are certainly not small, but not me. And I started to think, maybe this is an opportunity. Perhaps I can do something greater. So I found a partner again, and we opened a second company, business consulting. Thanks to COVID, I could not only stay in the Emirates, but also increase my income. And now, as the situation is improving again, and it's easier for tourists to visit the Arab Emirates, tourism has returned. However, even in Dubai, even after going through such a long and challenging journey, I still didn't fully accept my vision situation. I kept feeling embarrassed about it and tried to hide it from all my acquaintances. And at some point I thought, how much energy I spend on this, how much strength. And what if we just cease? What if we merely acquire the ability to discuss it in a bold and open manner? And so, at the next meeting with entrepreneur acquaintances in the United Arab Emirates, I decided to experiment and immediately share my situation with new people upon meeting them. It was very scary and uncomfortable. My palms were sweating. I didn't want the people I met to see me as a weak person, a little unhappy girl. I was very afraid. However, to my astonishment, the response of the individuals was entirely distinct. One could even argue contradictory. People did not see weakness in this. People saw strength, inner resilience, and they kept asking me to share my story again and again. I was very surprised by this. And every time I meet new people, I started not to hide it, but on the contrary, openly talk about it. Furthermore, numerous individuals even began requesting me to share their story. And an individual even inquired about me becoming their mentor and guide on how to navigate such a path and develop such character. And I realized that my whole story assisted me in constructing a resilient inner core. I have something to rely on. And now I want to share my story with dozens, hundreds, thousands of people because I have walked this path and I know how the most traumatic and difficult situation and circumstances in life can be transformed not only into a source of new opportunities, but also into strength, power, support, and to build a life completely differently. I didn't receive physical sight, but I gained mental vision, the ability to see globally, beyond time and space. I could have decided that I have limitations and live my whole life within those limitations. However, I made the decision that things would be different and exerted every effort to enhance my life, making it much brighter, better, and ultimately easier in the long run. And this turned into a tool for new opportunities for me. We always somehow have the belief that in order to accomplish something in life and realize our dreams, one must be selected, have unique talents, and possess some special qualities. However, this is beyond the reach of average individuals. So, what should one believe in? Society's standards or oneself? And to dream so globally that sometimes your head spins? After all, it is you who decides what your life will be like, your environment, your choices, and ultimately your destiny. And I would like you to contemplate at this very moment, what if you are already a unique individual? You simply need to feel it. This strength and power actually exists within each and every one of you. And no matter how hard it may be, at some point in life, try to view this situation as if from above. What if this could potentially be the turning point in your life, the anchor that keeps you grounded? What if there's a hidden gift of destiny in this? And he is certainly there. You just need to be able to find him, to see him in that place. Could a girl who is almost blind do it? Can you also do it?